This atheist didn't believe in hell until he had a heart attack, died, and went there himself. I gotta say, I love stories like this. Check this out.
Like, this is probably it for me. I couldn't get to a phone. I couldn't get up. I was like, all right, here we go. And so this all happened for about 2 minutes to 3 minutes, where my heart just started beating fast, 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 fast. And then again, I didn't believe in spirituality. I didn't believe in religion. I didn't believe in any of this. I kind of had the materialistic cockroach view where we kind of expire at the end of 100 years. What happened next is my spirit popped out of my body. This immediately, within just half a second, completely changed my understanding of life. When I say it was terrifying, but also kind of cool. I was like, whoa, there is more to this. And I'll get into it in a second. I started sinking to hell, but one thing that clicked to me immediately is, wait, if there's more after we die, that means, wait, heaven's real. So it's more good news than it is bad news. But for me, I did not get to see any good news. I started sinking into the earth. It's going to sound out there, but truly my spirit started getting pulled into the earth. I had the worst feeling of dread that I think I've ever had. It was truly, when I've told this story to a lot of people, I explain it. It's like you're in elementary school with, like, your parents get called to the principal office. You did something, you lied about it, and you got caught. There's nuclear, like, it was the worst feeling you can ever have. I started sinking for about a minute or two. I also distinctly heard bugs. I have fear of bugs, whatever you want to call it. But bugs sounded like they were inside my cranium. And this went on for a minute or two. And of course, all of this is just, it's almost like a cosmic download was getting dumped in me of, wait, there is a spiritual realm. Wait, there is an afterlife. And like, boom, 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 boom. And then I realized pretty quick that I was very much headed towards hell, because most people don't say you start sinking if you're going to heaven. They say there's something else, or whatever the stories were. And at this time, I didn't know anything about the Bible, but I did know, because my parents had raised me again in this version of church, I knew the name Jesus. And I just thought to myself, I said, Jesus, please help me. That's all I said, was just, please help me. It was like a rubber band snapping back into place. My spirit just went right back in my body, and then I was just staring at the same ceiling I'm looking at now. And it was one of those things where, if anybody out there doesn't think there's not a spiritual realm, there 100% is. I am telling you there is. The Bible's been saying that for a long, long time.
You know, one thing you never hear when you hear about a life after death testimony and somebody coming back to life after they die is them seeing or calling on anyone else but Jesus. Over 90% of testimonies of people who died and come back alive talk about Jesus. They don't talk about Buddha. They don't talk about all these guys in Hinduism. They don't talk about Muhammad or the Allah of the Quran. They speak on seeing Jesus. They speak on calling Jesus and Jesus picking them back up. I mean, over 90% of the testimonies online. It's easy to look up. It's not hard to see it. These people who've died come back alive. Like, you want any kind of sign? Look at some of those videos. People will stay in delusion and stay in